going? I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good Christmas, holiday season, maybe New Year's. I don't know when I'm going to be able to put this out. I just hope you've had a good few weeks and December and 2021, I guess. I'm okay. Today I thought I would do a recap and review of all the things I've knitted or crocheted in the past year and a bit, because I've basically only been knitting and crocheting for a year, but it's been more than a year because I started in last November, but I'm counting it for this year because I finished it, the first piece I did this year. These are all the things, and here, yeah, I just thought I would talk about each of the things, where they're at, and then also talk about the projects I have going into 2022 and the things I'm thinking about and wanting to do in 2022, knitting and crochet wise. And I probably should have put these, let me rearrange these to chronological order. Okay, so this is the first knitting needle craft thing I ever made. I talked about it a bit before in my first video, but it's the Harry Styles JWS Anderson cardigan, but in my own colours. I started it in November last year, just as I finished HSCs in high school. Just before I finished, I decided that I wanted to learn how to knit and crochet again. And I thought this would be a fun project because I saw everyone on TikTok doing it, and the pattern looked pretty easy. So yeah, I made it. It took me 4 months. It's probably the longest piece of anything that it's the longest anything's taken me, I think, because considering it was the only thing that I was working on at the time. And I guess it's just because I was still starting out, and also there was a few months, not a few months, maybe 1 month where I didn't work on it at all because I had to block all the parts, and the thought of that was just awful, and I didn't want to do it. So I just didn't touch it for ages, and it was annoying, but my mum helped me and it didn't take too long. It is kind of impractical to wear. The sleeves are so long that you can't do anything. You can't really use your hands in while wearing it because they just get in the way, and you can roll them up and it's alright, but they're still just so big that I'm so scared of reaching across anything and it getting stains on it. Other than that, it is very comfy and it is very cool, and it makes me feel like a funky wizard man. I do kind of feel like making it again in different colours maybe, and just making the sleeves, or at least the cuffs, a bit smaller so it's a bit more practical, because I do love big sleeves. I just don't like big hand holes, you know? So yeah, maybe it's a thought, and if I wanted to, I could undo the cuffs and do those bits again, but I think it would be a bit hard because the cuffs aren't knitted onto it. It was knitted separately and stitched on, so I wouldn't be sure how to do that. But I don't know. It's a good pattern. It's a good project for when you're learning to knit, because you learn a lot of different stitches from it. Yeah, and it's just fun and funky and fresh, and again I feel like a funky little wizard man. So yeah, that was the first one. The next project was another knitting one. I only did knitting at the beginning, and it was this vest here. It's pretty good. I'm happy with how I made it, you know, all the bits are done well, I think, and it took me quite a while as well, but it's just too big. I made it too big. The pattern itself is it's supposed to be oversized, but I chose a big size for myself as well, because that's what I normally do with tops. I'll just naturally go for the biggest size because I want that oversized look. But it's just too big, especially the front here. It wants to fall off, and I don't know, it's just so hard to style and wear because it's just so boxy. I don't know. Yeah, it's I've only been able to wear it once, because I've only been able to style it properly once. So I don't know if you have any tips or what I should do to try and make it look a bit better in outfits. let me know. Otherwise I may eventually like knit a new vest, because I do like want to wear vests more. I think they're cool and they'll be fun when I'm in uni and like all academic and shit. But this one, I don't know, it's just not very flattering on me, I don't think. Construction wise, good. It was like my first time increasing and decreasing as well, so I was happy with that. But like just the finished product, I was a bit sad about it. But that's just like my fault for picking a size that's too big and stuff. So yeah. The next thing was another knitted one. It's this big cloud jumper. It's by Cara Knits, Eng. You probably know her if you're on like knitting Instagram. She's pretty cool. But yeah, I know, it's really comfy. The only thing is though, so she uses chunky wool for like all of her projects and all of her patterns, and she gets it from Wool and the Gang, which like they look like they have really good wool, and I want to try some, but it's like so expensive. Like it's like $20 per 100 or 200 grams, I can't remember, and on top of that it's like shipping from America, so that's kind of expensive to get to Australia. So I haven't yet, so I wasn't able to get the exact same wool as she uses. And this was also the first time where I had like figured out what wool and how much wool I needed. The other 2 times my mum had helped me, but this time I was on my own in Spotlight and like trying to figure it out. And like the one I got, it's a lot, I think it's chunkier than what she uses. Like I think what she uses is like 80 meters per 100 grams when I got like 50 meters per 100 grams. I think something like that. So it is, the gauging was a bit off, and also the wool I used, it's like super, I don't know, it's not fluffy, I don't know what to call it. Is this pilling? I don't think so, but like it leaves a lot of fluff. So like whenever I would work on it, I would stand up and it was like I had a cat sitting on me, like just all these wool bits were left. And it does just like come apart, and like wool this chunky doesn't wear very well, like it doesn't hold up very well. But yeah, fun pattern, really works up really quickly because of how chunky it is. But if you are going to do it, get the right wool, don't do what I did. So yeah. The next piece is the first piece that I ever did where I made a video about it, and my first crochet clothing piece as well. It's this holding it backwards, this corset top, the Arasabeth top from Hook Loops. Yeah, it's really cute, it worked out really easy. There's a bit of dodgy craftsmanship on my part, so I've got these like bad joints here, and a few bits like here, and also I did run out of wool at some point. If you remember, if you've watched the video, I ran out of wool here. But like it's cute still. I have to be honest, I haven't worn it since the video. I haven't worn it out because I don't know how to style it or what to wear it with, and it like fits, it sits quite weirdly. It's like sits like here, so it's like half on my boobs. I think I need to make the straps a bit shorter so it sits more up here, and then maybe I can like, or here, maybe I can just wear it as like a top on its own, because it is really cute. It's just, yeah, it's a bit hard to do. I'm also tempted to make it again and just see how much differently I did it, because like I know so much more about crochet and I'm like a lot better at it now. Yeah, so that's that one. Go watch the video. Go watch the video. The next one is another knitting piece. It's probably my favourite thing I've made this year. It's the Froggy Cardigan. Probably my favourite. It's probably also the one I wear the most. Like it's definitely the one I wear the most out of everything I've made, because like it's more not practical, but like the sleeves are smaller, so it's actually like more wearable than the Harry Styles cardigan. And I love frogs, and it goes with a lot of my outfits because I like a lot of browns and greys, and green just goes with it. It's so comfy, it's cute, it's light, it just goes on outfits and like with things really easily. I want to make another cardigan using this pattern but in like different colours, so like I was either thinking maybe some browns or like pinks, or maybe like a strawberry themed one because I like strawberries. Good cardigan pattern. Good time. The next thing is the Wizrad Fog Vest. I made a video about this, as well as the Froggy jumper. You can check Cardigan. You can check those both out as well. I'm really happy with this. Again, I said it in the video, but I'm so glad that I did decide to take it apart and start again, because it fits so much better now. And it's so cute. It looks bad with this outfit because the colours don't go together at all. But I'm just putting it on so like you can see, you know? No, he's just so cute. And like I've worn it out a few times and people always like, people talk to me about like, oh my god, I love him so much. And I'm like, thank you, I made him, he's my little guy. He's just a little guy, because he is just a little guy. It's really comfy, because it's like kind of fitted, but like not like intensely. Yeah, I've realized that like I like vests. I think they look cool, but I've never worn them much, like I've never had them much. And like this year I've just been trying to get into them, but I'm still struggling on how to like properly style them and get the right fit for me and like my body type and stuff. So I do sometimes struggle to like figure out how to wear this because the shape is a bit odd still, like, but that's just the shape of it. But you know, I'm getting there. It's fine. But yeah, no, I am really happy with him. He's so cute. The next thing I have is the picnic cardigan by Crochet Bow on Instagram. This is the last thing I made. Again, you can watch the video about it. I'm really happy with it. It's really cute. It's just like a fun, quick, crochet piece. Yeah, the bubbles were really fun and easier than I expected them to be. The only problem is I think I like messed up when measuring the arm holes, so it does fit a bit weirdly here, but like it's fine. I don't think I have much to say about this one. I also have been finding this one hard to style, not because of like the fit or anything, but because whenever I put it on, most of my clothes are like brown or green, especially with the green ones. I'm just like Christmas, and I don't want to look Christmassy. And like red and green were also the colours of my high school, like my high school uniforms were red and green and white, so like I just am reminded of that and I go, oh god. So yeah, but no, it's really cute. I'll probably wear it a lot more in winter and autumn and stuff. I'm very happy with it. I don't have much to say because like I've made a whole video. Yeah. And the final thing, where it's like technically not even finished, but it's like the crochet part of it is this tote bag that I've made. I started this in like March, I think, when I first learned how to crochet. So some of these are like, some of the squares are really bad because it's from when I first started, and then others are like a bit better because they're from a few months ago. And I say I only just finished it because I only just put it together like the other week. All the squares have just been sitting there in my yarn box with me being like, I gotta make that bag, and then just not. But yeah, this strawberry cow one was like the first time I tried changing colours, and I lost count. Like it was also my first time just like going back and forth to make a square, because at that point the only things I made were like a granny square and a bucket hat, and so like I wasn't exactly sure what I was doing making a square, and I just kept losing count of how many stitches I had made, or like doing more than one stitch in the same hole. So I fixed it, but like the square was all wonky, like it came out like here and it was just a mess. But like when I was putting all the things together, I just fixed it up. So yeah, here's a bag. I gotta line it with fabric because otherwise I'm worried that when I like put things in, all the wool will just like, it'll just stretch or things will go through the holes and stuff. Yeah, I gotta do that with my mum, but like I don't enjoy sewing very much, so I've been putting it off as well. And also because I need my mum's help, we both have to go, let's do that thing, and we're not very good at that. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. This was the first thing I actually crocheted. The first thing. It's a bucket hat that looks like a strawberry. Yep, I'm gonna put it on. It's way too small for my head. Because I don't know, I followed a pattern, and the pattern said it was made for the average adult head, but I'm telling you, I have a very average sized head. I think it's on the average to small size, and I had to make it way bigger than the pattern said. Like the top needs to be bigger, and then I had to add so many things here, so it's a bit oddly shaped. I should make a new one, but I haven't yet. But yeah, that's where it's at. It's kind of cute. It would be cuter if it fit me properly. The other thing I have is this toy bee. There's nothing really special about him. I just made up the pattern as I went. I don't even remember how I made the bees. I just, like, not the bees, the wings. I winged them. He just sits around my room. Yeah, I did make more things, but they were all gifts, and I am terrible at like taking pictures of things before I give them away. So in the last month, all I've been doing is like making things for other people, but I don't have anything to show of them. So yeah, those are all the things I made this year. That's that. I have a few work in progress, so I'm currently working on the Starboy coat. Yeah. By Reclamare on Instagram. It's supposed to look like Howl from Howl's Moving Castles coat that he wears, but it's a crochet cardigan. I've done both the front pieces so far. Here we go, here they are. And I'm just working on the back piece, but it's like so big. It's like 127 stitches across. It's very, let me show you. And I'm surprised at how much I've been able to do in the last few days, because I have been working on it on my Christmas break from work. And I'm surprised I haven't gone insane yet, because like it's just, look how wide it is. It's like a blanket, but it's a cardigan back. I'm hopefully gonna be making a video on that soon. Other than that, I have a new knitting project, because I haven't done any knitting since like September with the Frog Vest. Not Frog Vest, the Frog Cardigan. And it makes me sad, because like I really enjoy knitting. And like I've always been like, yeah, I like knitting and I'm better at knitting than crochet. But like I'm knitting this new sweater and I'm really struggling. So it may take me a lot longer than expected, but who knows. What I want to do next year, I've kind of already mentioned. I really want to get the cow sweater done, because I haven't, like, I've knitted this sweater, but like I forget that this one exists, and I feel like it doesn't count because of how quickly it went through. Like it was just like a blip. Everything else took me like a month or so, and this one took a week. So I forget that I did it. So I haven't felt like I've done a whole sweater, you know, and I want to get that one done. I also want to do another cardigan using the frog pattern, because I think like it's just a nice cardigan, and I'd like, oh god, I'd like to have it in more colours. I'm hoping to, like, in the near future before I go to uni, make like a little pencil case or something and like line it with fabric, because I think that would be cute. What else did I want to do? Maybe a purse for myself. I'd love to try and make more like tops, like the corset tops, like the bit tighter fitting, because I'm trying to get into wearing more like tighter fitting tops. Because like I've had like body breakthroughs, you know, and yeah. Oh, I also just got I bought a new crochet pattern yesterday for the patchwork vest by Wobble. But I've just started that. I haven't started it at all, I just bought the pattern. I haven't even thought about what colours and stuff I want to do. The pattern was just on sale and I was like, I don't mind if I do. So yeah, there's a few more patterns I'd love to try, but who knows. I'm not going to have as much time next year because I will be at uni. I'm starting there in mid-February. I keep mentioning it but I didn't explain. Yeah, I'm starting there in mid-February. I'll be moving out, so I won't be able to take all my wool with me. I'll just be trying to like take bits of it and swap it when I come back home, because as I said, uni, and I'll also like be juggling uni and hopefully a job as well if I'm able to get work up down there. Yeah. That's it. Again, I hope you've had a good holiday season. I hope 2021 was alright. I'm sure, I feel like me, I don't know. It feels weird to say good or great because it feels like no one's had a good or great year, but if you did, that's wonderful. I'm so happy for you. I hope it was alright, and I hope the 2022 treats you well as well. Maybe let me know if you want more talking I started this channel because I was like, I talk to myself all the time, might as well talk to a camera, but whenever I talk for extended periods, whenever I'm editing the video, I feel bad, like, you don't want to hear me talk. So tell me if it's okay. Yeah. Hope you're well. Like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Check out all the patterns and creators that I've talked about in the video. Yeah. Bye bye.